One's Italian and one's Japanese. I'm on my way to pick her up right now. I mean, there's just something about the idea that I can get on something lighter weight and feel like I'm more in control. Something a little simpler. Yeah, I'm cheating on my Italian today with a Japanese motorcycle, the Yamaha Tenere 700. And I'm on my way right now to Yamaha to pick up a long-term loaner, and so that I can spend the rest of the year on that motorcycle figuring out what is great. And if that motorcycle really works for me, and maybe it will work for you. But I'm cheating on my Ducati 1260, and I love her. There's so much hype on this bike, I can't even tell you.
Mm-hmm. Give it to Joe, because they gave me 2 of them.
Okay.
And Joe will not be any of the wiser.
We're stealing Joe's hat.
He's not here to
Sorry,
defend
Joe. Sorry, Joe. But you know what? I will get you a hat. I will get you hooked up with some kind of a hat. Proof that I'm not stealing it. Well, maybe we're in this together, right?
We are, but it's okay.
So look at that. Sporting a Yamaha hat. Came in here a mere mortal. My Japanese girlfriend and I are here. And where are we? We're out taking a little bit of a ride to where I did the Unhappy Camp video last year. And I'll make a link to that right now so that you can check that out. That was a good one. I discovered this a while ago. But anyway, I'm returning to this scene of the crime, so to speak. I would love to refurbish this campground, tell you the truth. I think it could be beautiful. Look at this place. I mean, it's got really nice park benches, covering. Looks like somebody did a fire like down here. Probably not a good idea. Up here is a building. There. And we'll go up there in a bit. You know, people have been talking about that little bit of snatchiness when you first take off on the Tenere in the first couple of gears. And I see what they're saying for sure. It's a little bit snatchy, and I think what it is it's because of how that chain is set up. It's set up so that this bike doesn't squat when you go to take off, so it doesn't lift the front end. It has a few challenges in terms of the feel. but I think within a few miles I seem to have like gotten over that, like it just wasn't a thing anymore. Whoa, somebody started a fire down here. This is such a dumb place to start a fire. California isn't dumb, just there's some dumb Californians. That's what it is. Why would you put anything fire oriented around here? Especially when there's a big pile of wood over here. Look at this. I mean, all this is just waiting to go up in flames. There's like kindling on there. Could be snakes around here, so I've got to be careful. In fact, I'm sure there are snakes around here. It's just a matter of staying away from them. But back to the Tenere. So it's simple. It's a fairly simple bike. There's an ABS switch on it. You can turn it off or on. That's it. So no different riding modes. I need to move the handlebars a little bit further up. They're sitting back just a little bit for me. Now, the height. It is a taller bike. I'm going to give the specs right here on the side of the height, but there is a shorter seat that lowers it, and there are people that are going to opt for that. For me, I'm 6 foot, so it's fine. It feels like my Ducati in terms of the height. In terms of how it feels weight-wise, this is still a fairly heavy bike, but it doesn't feel heavy. I mean, it feels really light. And it's no wonder that people are using this a little bit more off-road. Now, I happen to love heavyweight bikes. I love the heavy ride. But let's face it, when you're off-road, especially if you're by yourself and you drop that bike, I mean, I don't think this will be any picnic to pick up either. I'm going to get to a point, I think, where when I get some engine guards for this, I'm just going to drop this bike down. I'm going to put it on the ground if I don't fall first, and I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to do a video where I pick it up. There's some other guys that have done that. In fact, I think there's a woman that did it. So I got to learn how to pick this up because I ride alone quite a bit. The last time I was here and I went inside this building, there were bees. In the women's side, I think it was this building. This is scary in here, dude. Look at this crap. Looks like Pazuzu Algarod's house from the Satanic Panic episode. Yeah, there's those bees. I am not going to get into that mess. Oh yeah. I'm not going in there. You know what I see? A lizard that's like actually stuck to the wall. You gotta see this. Hey lizard. You know, this is, I swear to God, this is like literally the driest day of the year. I've never been so dry. If there was gonna be a fire, it would be today. I keep drinking water and I'm still totally dry. Now, granted, my salivary glands don't work that great, but it is really dry. There's more burnt wood. I just can't imagine who the hell would burn wood out here at this season. It's a horrible idea. So what is my purpose for even grabbing this bike? I mean, let me tell you what the story is. I know a couple of guys that are affiliated with Yamaha. And I never really saw myself as a Yamaha guy, so to speak. I've been involved with Ducati for a long time. I'm a huge fan of that brand. I'm friends with those people. I love their motorcycles. But I was looking for something that's a little more middleweight, something that isn't so much to throw around. And I looked at the KTM. I love KTM. They're a great brand. The 790 seems to be a hit. And then all of a sudden, the Tenere 700 came around, and it hit Europe first. And people have been clamoring for it. And now I see why. The short time that I've spent on it, I've only put 20 miles on it so far. By the time I get home, it's still only going to be 40 or 50. But I can already tell why people have fallen in love with this bike. It's the simplicity. It is a really simple motorcycle, but with modern conveniences on it. It's got all the modern stuff. It does have ABS for on the street. It does have modern suspension and modern brakes. But you don't feel like you're bound by any of that. It just feels like kind of a little bit old school, like you could easily turn this into a rally bike. Again, this motorcycle is on loan, and will turn into something that I keep. I don't know. I mean, this is only day one, and I really like it. I wasn't crazy about the blue when I saw the blue. I told them I wanted the red and the white. There's a black, blue, and silver. And but now that I see the blue in the flesh, I affiliated, like I had a blue truck when I got sick, and like I had like thinking that like blue was like my bad luck color. I don't think it's a bad luck color for me. I just think that was a coincidence. I think this blue is a good luck color. It's like angelic, you know? But this color's really grown on me now that I've seen it like in the flesh. It's got these hand guards, which I don't know how strong they are. They're not like bark busters or something, but they look pretty decent. That's the bash plate. It doesn't feel like a real heavy duty bash plate, but it'll do for now. You can get a rack on the back of this thing. Super simple. You know, this is where you do the ABS. It is super freaking hot out here. Hold on, I'm gonna take this jacket off. Why do I even have it on still? I keep doing this in all my videos. Why don't I just start doing strip teases? Maybe I'll make more money. No. I'll tell you what, if you don't send me money, I'll strip. This is my Saint shirt that I've had for like 4 years. Saint out of Melbourne, Australia. They make some really, really cool stuff. I'll link to them because I actually know those guys, and they gave me a link so that I can do a discount. So I will. It's pretty cool when you fire it up, actually.